Namaste. Welcome, everyone. This is the 26th video in St. Jude's challenge, 30 minutes of yoga every day in June. It's a fundraiser to support St. Jude Children's Hospital to fight childhood cancer. There is a link under this video where you can donate, and I'm inviting you to do so if you have means. Today, I would like to introduce you to a sequence that is designed to relieve pain from sciatica or piriformis syndrome. You may need some props. You may need blocks, yoga blocks. You may need a belt, yoga belt, a blanket, and a chair. All right, so when you get it, we can start. Taking a nice deep breath. Chanting Om 3 times. You can join me if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, just enjoy the vibrations. So inhale deeply. Om. 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 So first, I invite you to notice how you feel. So you can close your eyes for a moment and just notice what is present in your body. What kind of sensations do you recognize? How do you feel in your mind? What kind of thoughts come? Without judging them, just noticing as they come and go. And what emotions are present today? So before we start any movement, I would like to just mention that, especially when you are working on some painful area, and sciatica is one of them, please use, come only to the range of motion when you are practicing any postures. Come only to the range of motion without pain. So not to your range of motion when everything's okay, but to your range of motion without pain. So honor your body. Discomfort's okay, but you don't want to come to the place where it hurts, especially with the nerve pain. You don't want to irritate a nerve because it makes, it prevents it from healing. So you're actually not doing any good for yourself when you go to the place where it hurts. So please do everything very mindfully, all the movements mindfully, so that you don't go to the place of pain. So painless range of motion, not your regular range of motion, okay? So let's start with moving and breathing in a chair to warm up a little bit. And we are going to tiny chair. It's not going to be a full posture. You know, we are not going this to progress in the posture. We are doing it to relieve pain. So standing with your feet more or less under your hips. Let's move and breathe, if possible, through your nose. Inhaling, bringing your arms nicely up and bending the knees. And lift and bringing your arms down as you exhale and stretching the knees. So inhaling, the knees bend and arms come up. And exhaling down. On your own, allow your own breath to guide you a few times through the movements. Inhaling and exhaling, bending the knees a little bit. Nice deep breaths. We also work on the nervous system. When we extend the exhalations a little bit, we are coming into that relaxation mode of our system, and that allows the body to heal better and faster. The more time we are spending in that relaxation mode. Let's do maybe 2 more times. And again. And then sending one leg back. Also, if you can do the postures, if possible, on the good side first, on not painful side first, and then to the other. So just check what works better. That's a suggestion. So sending one leg back, I'm not going to say right or left because it may be different for you. So we are first working on the not painful side, and then on the side affected by sciatica, okay? So let's move and breathe by bending the front knee and lifting the arms. Again, starting gently, and then going a little bit deeper, but only to the painless range of motion. So inhaling, arms up and bending the front knee. So we lengthen the back leg, we are lengthening the hamstrings. So we're inhaling, we're lifting the arms. As we exhale, we combine breath and movement and bring the arms down and back. Next time, we'll lift the arms up and the knees bend. We'll stay here for a moment, so relax the shoulders. Press the back foot more to the floor. Keep breathing. We'll hold this posture for a few moments. Allowing the hamstrings of the back leg to lengthen, to stretch a little bit. And then lower your arms and stretch the front knee. We're switching sides. So the other leg goes back. So now we are working with the affected side. Relaxing the shoulders. And we'll start with moving and breathing again. So inhale, bending the front knee, lifting the arms. And again, working on that range of motion only to the point that feels comfortable and without pain. So your practice on the right and left may look completely different. And the arms can go all the way up, but the bottom part of the posture depends on how you feel, on the sensations that it causes. Working with breath in and out. Next inhalation, we'll keep the arms up, pressing the back foot to the floor, relaxing the shoulders, and staying in a posture for a moment. And then release and let go of the warrior one, stepping the back foot forward. You bring your hands to hips, rotate your hips a little bit. Just bring your awareness to your glutes, the muscles in the buttocks. Beautiful. Now we're trying not to round the back as we are coming down and moving into the sunbird. Bringing one knee down, other knee down. And again, here we're going to first move and breathe, and then hold the posture for a moment. For those who have problems with their wrists, you may either bring your hands into fists and kind of bring the knuckles down, or come on your forearms. Come on your forearms and practice from there. So instead of coming on your hands, you may also come on the forearms and just do your best with the legs then. But if your wrists are okay, finding your comfortable tabletop with abdomen gently engaged. We'll start again with the non-affected side, whatever it is for you. And inhale, stretch the leg out. And exhale, bring the knee closer to the chest without rounding the back. My leg is near the chair. Inhale, stretching the leg out. Point the toes. And exhale, bring the thigh towards the chest. And inhaling, stretch, point. Next exhalation, a knee comes towards the chest. And a few more times, moving and breathing. First, the non-affected side. Again, to the painless range of motion. Try not to rotate your hips. The hips are parallel to the ground. Next time you stretch the leg, just hold it there. Keep breathing. A little discomfort, remember, is okay. We don't want to go into the pain. Notice which muscles are working, where you feel any sensations. Strengthening the glutes, strengthening the hamstrings of the stretched leg. Just staying here for 6 to 12 breaths. And then bring your knee down. And then we're working on the affected side. So here, be really careful not to go into the pain. Inhaling, stretch the leg out. And exhale, then thigh goes towards the chest. Again, trying to keep the spine neutral. Pointing the toes. So you're moving, you move with breath. Of course, exhaling, the thigh goes towards the chest. Inhaling, you stretch the leg. Next time you stretch the leg, you just hold it there. And I say here 6 to 12 breaths. But if it causes pain, in the beginning, you may need to do it less and work up to those 6 and 12 breaths. So it depends how strong your glutes, your hamstrings are to start with. What is your baseline? And then let go. Beautiful. And we'll go into the child's pose, extended child's pose. So again, no rounding back. We bring your hips towards the heels. If your buttocks don't go all the way to your heels, this is the time where you may need to use the blanket. So you may just slide the blanket under your buttocks, between the buttocks and your calves and hips and heels, and then stretch your arms into extended child's pose. If your head doesn't easily touch to the yoga mat, you may use a block to support yourself. So this posture should be comfortable. You may need to double fold your blanket if that's necessary. Stretching the arms. Keep breathing here. And then whenever ready, you can come back to the tabletop just for a moment. And we are moving into the lunge to lengthen the hip flexors. So stepping your affected leg, affected side forward. This way we are lengthening the non-affected first. And here you bring your hands either to the floor if you can, if your body does it, and slowly start stretching the non-affected leg back, or coming on your fingertips so your back is nicely elongated. Or if it doesn't work for you, you may bring your blocks to sides. Please don't expand your back. Try to keep it nice, long, and neutral. So here we'll stay for 6 to 12 breaths. Or even longer, if that feels good. Again, remembering to stay within the no pain range of motion. You learn how to recognize, how to distinguish between pain and discomfort. Discomfort is totally okay, pain is not. Where the pain starts, the yoga ends. Then let go of that practice, moving to the other side. So coming through the relatively neutral back, coming on your knees and down sending the other knee forward. The hands can come either on the blocks or on the floor. You have to round your back. It's better to come on the blocks. And then stretching the other leg again to the painless range of motion. Where should you feel this posture? So it's not in the joint, not in the joint. It should be felt in the belly of the muscles, that means the mid of your muscle, mid of your quads here. The stretch should be felt nicely in the mid of your upper leg. If this is not happening, if you feel the stretch more in your groin, maybe you need to move yourself. Maybe you need to move the trunk of the body a little bit. Adjust yourself so that you feel that stretch in the middle of the muscle, not in the joint. Keep breathing through your nose. Keeping the spine elongated, not rounded, not extended, elongated. We want to increase the spaces between vertebrae to release those pinched nerves, if that's the cause. And then letting go of this posture. Beautiful. We're moving to our back now, to the reversed pigeon pose. And we'll hold this posture for a moment. Again, be very careful not to cause pain, not to irritate the nerve that is being impinged. So please don't round your back if that's possible. You may need to use a yoga belt in this posture. So we are going down to lie down on the back. And now depends on your practice and on how your body feels today. There are a few steps. So we bend both knees and we bring one ankle on the top of the thigh and see how that feels already. So if this is easy, don't feel any pain, you may want to lift the foot off the floor. Notice how that feels. Then you may use the belt to kind of press against the shin and up a little bit to bring it closer, to increase the stretch. But again, not to the pain, only to the painless range of motion. If your arms are long enough, you don't have to use the strap, the belt. You may bring the hands one hand between the thighs and either pull it closer with the arms or maybe even over the shin, if that's your range of motion, if it doesn't cause pain. So either just lifting your foot, helping yourself with the belt, or going all the way with your hands and helping yourself with the strength of your arms. So we'll stay here for maybe even 3-4 minutes. That's what you can do. Trying to keep as much of your back on the ground as possible. If you feel that you need to lift your tailbone too much, that you have to round, especially the lumbar spine, let go of a little bit of this posture. Come a little bit lower. Come a little bit lower. Maybe just lift the foot a little bit off the floor, already feeling the stretch and without rounding the spine, the lumbar spine. So feeling really connected, the back and the yoga mat. And continue breathing through your nose. Continue breathing through your nose. See if your exhalations can be a little bit longer than your inhales. And whenever ready, lowering your foot down, and we'll switch sides. Now other foot goes to the ground. Just notice the difference in sensations on our left and right side. Bringing other foot, ankle to the top of the thigh, and see what's happening here. So maybe this is enough. Maybe this is enough for you for today, just to having this ankle on the thigh. Or maybe you can lift that leg a little bit and see how that works. Maybe using a yoga belt. You know, if you don't have a yoga belt, I see that, you know what works. Bathrobe belt works pretty good too. So either the yoga belt, or maybe you want to use your hands. So one goes between the thighs and the other, clasp your fingers behind the thigh or over the shin, whatever works better. Lightly moving your hips from side to side to notice where the stretch is happening. So you want to feel the stretch in the muscle. So here in the gluteus muscles in your buttock. So it's a gentle stretch. Really don't have to do a big movement in here. Making sure not going into a pain, shooting pain area. Staying here for a moment. And again, in the beginning, you may do it just a few breaths, not spending too much time here. Remember not to round your back. I'll say it more and more again and again. It's important because this way you can, when you start rounding your back, and if it's sciatica, it may impinge the nerve, it may hurt more. And whenever ready, you can lower that foot. In today's Shavasana, the final relaxation, we'll practice with legs on the chair. You can also keep the legs on the wall if that feels good, so bringing yourself close to the wall. But if you have a chair, and those folding chairs are best. I have my blanket here, so this is what I'm going to use. Coming close to the chair, lifting my legs, the knees bent, and elbow by elbow, coming down, finding a comfortable position, hands slightly to sides, palms facing up. And seeing how much I can relax. So relaxing the calves, trying to relax thighs as well as buttocks. Relaxing the buttocks. Relaxing the lower back, mid and upper back. Letting go of any tension in the arms, shoulders, face. Finding peace in stillness. Body is fully supported by the floor and the chair, or if you have your legs on the wall, by the wall. and enjoying that peace and stillness. And you can stay here for as long as it feels comfortable and beneficial to you. But if you decide to end the practice now, you may take the legs off the chair, come to the side for a moment into the fetal position, and then press yourself up, sitting in a cross-legged position or any position that makes sense to you and is comfortable. Bowing to your own heart, your inner teacher. You can bring your hands in front of the heart. Light in me honors the same light in you. Namaste. So this was the posture for sciatica, for pain, for relieving pain and the symptoms of sciatica and piriformis syndrome. But when the symptoms are gone, when the problem is not acute, you can help yourself in to prevent this happening again by strengthening the glutes and strengthening the hamstring muscles. So I have a video for that you can watch. There's a few yoga postures that will help you in strengthening the glutes and strengthen the hamstrings. So thank you so much for practicing together. Namaste. And this video is part of this 30-day challenge, 30 minutes of yoga every day for St. Jude. We are raising money to fight childhood cancer. And there is a link under this video where you can donate. You can also share this video with your friends. If you liked it, if you liked the content, you may either put something in comments or just give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel and press the bell to be notified about new content that I upload. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.